What's going on? Welcome to day number 3 of our adventure, of our trip. We woke up this morning somewhere on the English-Welsh border and drove like another 1 hour 30, and we've made it to our destination, which is the Great Orme, which is the end of stage 4. Even though today's stage number 3, I'll explain this a little bit as to why we've come straight to stage 4 in a minute. But right now we are locating at Halfords because we need to find an inverter for the van. All right, it was touch and go for a minute. We couldn't quite locate this at the start, but we have secured the power. So on the box it says the max output is 150 watts, which is pretty much the same as Chris's FTP. All right, Chris is just inside getting ready. We're gonna head out on the bikes. We're currently parked in Asda car park. That is the Great Orme, which is where the race tomorrow finishes. We're gonna, later on after our ride, I think we're gonna drive up and park somewhere on top of the hill, ready for the race to come. Today is stage number 3, but we're not going to that stage because it's the team time trial, and we figured we'd want to get 1 day ahead of the race, and therefore we can park at the top of the Great Orme, ready for the race tomorrow. Plus, getting to stage 3 on a map, it's a bit of a nightmare. It's in South Wales. They're A roads. They're not great when you're driving a motorhome, so we just figured we'd just skip day number 3, stage 3, but that does mean we've got quite a lot of free time, so we're going to head out on a ride right now into Snowdonia and explore the Welsh roads with this amazing sunshine.
85k for
Chris is currently moaning because the route's 85k. He thinks that's too far. Mate, you're an ex-professional cyclist. Stop moaning and get on with it. I'm sick of waiting.
I'm sinking.
I'm sick of waiting.
What was my distance? What was the longest race I'd do?
I don't know. I don't care.
Laps.
Right.
How much of that was actually racing? 2.5.
Did you ride your bike every day of your life?
No, did I hell?
Whew. It's warm in Wales today. We rode along the coast for like 45 minutes and then headed inland. It was pretty much flat along the coast, and as soon as we turned, we hit one hell of a berg. You can see that from the elevation graph, it's just flat, 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 and bang! Straight into it. Absolutely no mercy. We are not too far from the top though. The views are flipping lovely. I'm not exactly riding that hard, just like tempo, just tapping it out. Chris just dropped off, he's doing his own, he's riding at his own pace. So we shall reconvene at the top and then continue our voyage. According to our elevation graph, we've got a nice long descent after this climb, so it's good, yeah? Here he is. Mate, how nice is that?
That was beautiful, actually.
Sick, innit?
Hard work, but
It'd be nice, you know, it'd be nice to come here like on a proper training camp for a week or 2.
Oh yeah.
When you know the weather's going to be like this.
Did you know the weather was going to be like this though?
Yeah. It's always sunny in Wales, apparently.
Is it?
Well, according to every Welsh person you ask, yeah.
But it's so close to Manchester and it always rains in Manchester.
That's
it rains
true.
in Manchester. In Wales. Manchester never get any of it.
Normally I'm slating bike paths in the UK, but how good is this? We're just cruising along down the coast. Hello. Back to Llandudno. Woohoo! So this right here is the finish of tomorrow's stage. The riders climb up from the coast along this road. This is the Great Orme, which is basically a big rock next to the sea. I think the first climb is like a couple of K around the outside of the rock. Then they drop back down again and climb up through the middle, which is where the finish is on the top there. Whee! Yeah, boy! Mate, incredible! Alright, that'll do, 2.5 hours. Back at the van now. Beautiful, beautiful ride in the Welsh valleys. Yo, I'm here editing the video from stage 1 and 2, right? And the seagull has just come. Hello. Hello. Oh, he's limping. Has he only got 1 leg? No, he's got 2 legs, but he's limping. He is huge. He is huge. He's been fed too much bread. We wanted to get up here early to make sure we got a spot, so we drove to the top of the Great Orme. The van's there. Bosh. Ready for the stage finish tomorrow. This, mate, this is insane. This is actually insane. Like, the fact that a bike race finishes at the top of here in the UK. This is something that you'd see in the Alps, right? Just this whole amazing scenery, picturesque, bloody beautiful. The finish is literally on the crest there, so we might have to move, but we will see. We are the first ones here from the race, the first people, so fingers crossed we can stay there, or at least stay on this car park. The only thing is, the only issue I think we're going to face is there is signs saying that there is no overnight parking allowed. Everyone has to leave before the night time, so again, it's a little bit of an unknown right now. We're just going to stay here, see if someone moves us. Maybe they won't because of the race tomorrow. We're just going to say that like we're with the race. Are we allowed to stay here, please? Because if we could stay here, it saves us a massive pain in the arse trying to find somewhere else to park, and then also having to cycle or walk up this finishing hill to watch the finish, because I'm going to walk down right now and show you guys the finishing climb. But it is insane. It's literally insane. I'm trying to walk to the top of this hill to get a good viewing point of everything, and I'm out of breath. Imagine trying to cycle up, imagine trying to race up this hill. So there is a gondola from the top of this hill that takes you, well, from the bottom to the top. That's the town of Llandudno. There is also a tram which can ferry you up and down, but from the bottom of there to the top of here, it's like 2 kilometers, I think. Apparently the average gradient is around 10%. The point from about 2 kilometers to like the 500 meters to go, it's literally like 20% the whole entire time. There is no respite. It's got to be one of the hardest climbs in the UK. Before this race, I'd never heard of this climb being as hard as it is, but after driving it, I'm gonna ride it tomorrow morning. I think it's got to be one of the hardest top 10 climbs in the UK. Excuse me, mate, you're not allowed to be parked here. You're gonna have to move.
Why? It's a car park, mate.
No overnight parking.
Where?
Wait, I've lost the sign.
It's over there, mate. Oh, overnight parking.
Oh yeah, it doesn't actually say no, it has an O. Oh, overnight parking.
Oh!
Overnight parking.
That's what they're saying, Wales, isn't it? So if anything, it's encouraging us to park overnight.
Do you reckon we're going to get moved?
Absolutely not, mate.
You're saying no? I'm saying no as well, actually.
You know why? This is why. This here. Right here.
Yeah, hey, this is our ticket. This is our ticket to anywhere. We're with the race. We've been told.
Yeah.
We've been told to come here.
And we're going to stay here.
Whether you like it or not. So we've ordered a Chinese takeaway to the van on top of the car park. We're not sure if it's gonna, well, I mean, hopefully it should get here. It's a little bit of a grey area. We had to leave a note to the delivery driver saying that we are in a motorhome in a car park. So I'll keep you guys updated as to whether the food arrives or not. It arrived. Yeah. So now I've got the answer to the question that I know you've all been wondering. Can you get a takeaway delivered to the top of the Great Orme mountain? The answer is yes, you can. So last night we didn't actually end up getting kicked off the top of the hill right there. But we decided to make the educated decision and move because it's not a huge car park and like there's a lot of people that need to be up there. For example, the lorries were arriving that were building like the finish gantry. So firstly, they'd be up all night building that, which would just keep us up as well. So we figured it would be the best idea would be to just drive down the mountain. We're only a couple hundred meters from the top, but we are parked down here behind this church next to this graveyard. And I just walked up to this little crest behind me because where we are, we're in like a little bit of a dip and there is absolutely no service. And I was trying to plan a route for my training ride today. So I had to walk. I mean, I had to do my first training session of the day, which was walk to the top of this bloody hill. But we've managed to do that now. But what a view to wake up to this morning. Absolutely beautiful. I am jealous of the people who live down there. All right, just heading out for my own training today. Down the hill the boys are going to come up later on. There's the 1k to go side. Jeez, this is steep, man. This is so steep. I'm going to need 2 hands on the bars. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea where we are right now. At just over 2 hours on the clock, we had some efforts to do in the first hour. And the second hour, I've just been riding through the mountains, the hills of North Wales. The roads are insane. They're so quiet. There's no cars anywhere apart from that car which is parked up. He's not driving. So yeah, the roads are so quiet. It's amazing. It's a little bit windy today, as you can see from this windmill. But I'm not going to complain. If we zoom out on the map, that is where we are trying to go to today. This is the end point. This is where we started, which is you can just about make out the top of the Great Orme, the climb there. That's where we're going. So 2.5 hours of riding. We're back in Llandudno, riding up the climb, back to the van. I'm going to be honest, I'm out of breath already, so this is going away. And now I'm at the top. Mate, that's going to be a hard finish. It's going to be a hard finish today for the races. Like, it's just relentless, man. It just goes on and on. You think you're near the top and you're just not. Woo! All right, so I made it back to the van. Just had a quick shower down there. Now I'm walking up the side of the hill to the top there, and I'm out of breath already. I'm not even going to lie to you. Well, hopefully we'll get to the top and we can watch some bike racing and watch some guys come up this climb. Probably a little bit faster than I did this morning. Hopefully not too much faster. But no doubt they're gonna fly up. And my hair is far too long right now. You know, it's a savage bloody climb when you're in the UK and there's a cable car to the top of the hill. Like, if it was in France or Austria or Italy, yeah, whatever, cable car, it's normal. But in the UK, we don't have many cable cars. Go on, James, go on, lad! And here we have a wild Chris Pritchard festering away in his cycling kit for the last 6 hours. How'd you smell?
Great.
Nice. Alright, that's another day done here at the Tour of Britain, stage number 4 in the bag. The last climb, as expected, was absolutely brutal. It was carnage and the race split up like crazy. Wout van Aert is back in there. Is Wout van Aert leading again?
Yeah, he's in the blue jersey, is it?
He's in the blue jersey, the leader's jersey. Sadly, Ethan Hayter lost the jersey. But tomorrow's a new day. And right now, more importantly, Chris is naked. I know you just put the camera on you. But anyway, in more pressing issues, we are going, not issues, but in a more pressing news, where's the bloody beans?
Up there.
Oh.
Beans on toast.
Beans on toast, beans on toast, beans on toast, beans on toast, beans on toast. With cheese, beans on toast.
With cheese.
With cheese. Absolutely belting. So we've made it to our destination for the night. We're in the car park of a pharmaceuticals company. Hopefully we don't get kicked off. See you in the morning.
Yeah, I get my bop on. If she needs some good, tell her she can hop on. She know I'm the top dog. I know she a hot one. Balenci's on the feet, and you know I got the socks on. She said with my high sauce, she ain't with no knock off. See them, we gon' pop off.